Hi there. People always ask if I like The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah. After loving Firefly Lane, I cracked it open with sky high expectations. I wanted to say definitely yes, but after some serious reflection and a few baffled rereads, I'm not so sure. To all the diehard fans singing its praises, I have just one question. Did we read the same book? Or did I somehow end up with the glitchy alternate universe edition? Because never, and I mean never, have I read a book where the author seems so blissfully unaware of what she wrote, sometimes just paragraphs earlier. No shade intended. It's honestly the only way I can explain the sheer number of inconsistencies sprinkled throughout like confetti at a party. What was going through Hannah's mind? Why are key details treated like optional side quests? Am I really the only one spotting these wild plot holes? So today, we're diving headfirst into this literary roller coaster. Time jumps, magical roses, plot twists that twist themselves into pretzels. Buckle up. It's going to be a chaotic, confusing, and odd ride. We're diving into a book that's part historical fiction, part unintentional comedy, and part fever dream. I'm talking about plot holes so big you could drive a snowplow through them. Oh, wait, we'll get to the snowplow part later. Buckle up, because this book has aging amnesia, weather whiplash, teleporting children, and roses blooming in the middle of a blizzard. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with what I'm calling aging amnesia, because apparently time in this book is less a straight line and more a pretzel someone dropped in a blender. So here's the setup. Isabel is 4 and Vian is 14 when their mother bites the dust. Tragic, sure, sure. Vian gets shipped off to Le Jardin. Sounds fancy, probably smells like lavender and heartbreak, where she falls in love, gets pregnant at 16, and miscarries at 17. Rough stuff, right? She's basically living a soap opera in fast forward, fast forward. Then, while she's mourning her miscarriage, she reflects on how she couldn't bring herself to care for her wailing, needy 4-year-old sister. Hold up, pump the brakes. How is Isabel still 4? Did I miss something? Did time just take a coffee break in Caraveau? Sis, are we in a Twilight Zone village where clocks are optional and calendars are just decorative wall art? I mean, let's do the math, except I don't think math applies here, because Hannah clearly didn't sign up for that class. Vian's over here aging 3 whole years, going through a whirlwind romance, a pregnancy, and a miscarriage. Like, she's basically speedrunning puberty and tragedy. Meanwhile, Isabel's stuck at 4, probably still trying to figure out how to tie her shoes or, I don't know, not eat crayons. What's going on? Did Isabel get trapped in a magical painting like some kind of French Dorian Gray? Is there a secret Caraveau time freeze button we didn't hear about? Maybe there's a wizard in the attic casting spells like, "Thou shalt not age, tiny Isabel, for thou art too cute to grow up." So thou art too cute to grow up. Or, hear me out, maybe Caravo's got one of those sci-fi time bubbles you see in movies, where Vian's aging at normal speed outside the bubble, but Isabel's stuck inside, sipping apple juice and watching the same episode of Teletubbies on repeat. I'm picturing it now. Vian's out there getting her heart broken, crying into her croissants, while Isabel's just chilling with a pacifier, like what's a miscarriage? Can I have more cookies? It's like Hannah forgot Isabel existed for 3 years and then went, oh, right, the little sister. Let's just say she's still 4. Yeah, that works. And don't even get me started on how this makes Vian look. She's 17, mourning her lost baby, and she's like, ugh, that annoying 4-year-old crying all the time. Lady, it's been 3 years. Isabel should be, what, 7 by now? She'd probably be less wailing and needy and more, hey, can I borrow your lipstick? But no, in Hannah's world, Isabel's eternally 4, forever doomed to be the toddler in the corner throwing tantrums while Vian's out there living her tragic French novella. Did Hannah misplace her notes? Notes? Did she write Isabel 4 on a post-it, stick it to her fridge, and then just forget to update it? I need answers, people. Is this a plot hole, a time warp, or just Hannah saying, A, close enough? Either way, I'm calling it. Caravo's officially the village where time goes to take a nap, and I'm here for the chaos. Next up on the chaos parade, weather whiplash. Picture this. Isabel steps out into knee-deep snow before dawn because apparently she's got the survival instincts of a polar bear on a mission. Then, just a few hours later, she's stealing a bicycle from an SS officer like it's no big deal. I'm sorry, what? I'm from Ottawa, one of the coldest capitals on earth, where winter basically owns us from November to April. And let me tell you, riding a bike in knee deep snow isn't happening unless you're Santa Claus riding a tricked out sleigh bike with Rudolph as your GPS. I've seen snowbanks taller than me, and the idea of pedaling through that, you'd need thighs of steel, a death wish, and probably a sponsorship from Red Bull. Isabel's out here like, oh, just another casual snow bike heist. Girl, are you okay? Let's break this down because I'm still not over it. That sits down, not over it. But knee deep snow is no joke. I've tried walking in it. Emphasis on tried, and I ended up face planting into a drift so fast I looked like a human snow cone. My neighbors probably still have the security footage. Biking? That's next level insanity. You'd sink faster than my dignity at a family reunion. Did Isabel secretly invent snow tires in 1940s France? Is she peddling some kind of magical all-terrain unicycle we didn't hear about? Maybe Hannah forgot to mention the chapter where Isabel trains with the Winter Olympics team. Day 1, snow biking. Day 2, evading Nazis. I need to see the director's cut of this book because something's missing. But wait, it gets better. Or worse, depending on how you look at it. Let's say by some Christmas miracle, Isabel pulls this off. She's biking through the snow, wind in her hair, resistance vibes on high. Fine, fine. But then what? Wouldn't the SS officer step outside, see his missing bike, and notice the very obvious tire tracks leading straight to the French resistance headquarters? I mean, it's snow, not a high-tech crime scene cleanup. Those tracks would be like a neon sign screaming, "Follow me to the secret hideout, dummies." Are we supposed to believe this guy is just standing there, sipping his coffee like, oh, Hans, my bike's gone again. Must be those pesky French ghosts? Or plot twist, do we think 1940s French villages had world-class snowplow services on speed dial? I'm imagining it now, a fleet of tiny French snowplows zipping around Caravo, clearing escape routes for resistance fighters. Bonjour, welcome to Caravo Snow Removal. We plow your Nazi problems away. Call now for a free quote. Maybe they've got a jingle. Snow today, gone tomorrow. Keep your bike thefts on the down low. I'd watch that spin-off. But seriously, no snowplow in the world is saving Isabel here. That sus officer's got to be the worst detective in history if he doesn't follow those tracks. Or maybe he's just too cold to care, like, hey, I'll get the next bike. This snow's ruining my boots. Here's the real kicker. Why a bike? In knee-deep snow. Isabel, honey, grab a sled, a horse, a pair of skis, literally anything else. Were bikes the only thing lying around in occupied France? Did she raid a barn and go, yep, this'll do? I need answers, and I need them yesterday. So tell me in the comments, have you ever tried biking in snow? Did you make it 5 feet? Or are you still stuck in a drift somewhere? Bonus points if you've pulled off a bike heist in a blizzard. I want the full story. And while you're at it, let's brainstorm. What's the dumbest getaway vehicle you've seen in a book or movie? Because Isabel's snow bike is currently sitting at number 1 on my list. Hit me with your thoughts. I'm reading every single comment because this weather whiplash has me questioning reality. Then there's seasonal confusion, which honestly deserves its own award for most creative use of weather in a book that's supposed to be serious. Here's the scene. Isabel, in the middle of a frozen winter, thinks snowdrifts, icicles, the whole Arctic package, climbs over a rose-covered wall. Yes, you heard that right. A rose-covered wall, in winter. I need a moment to process this, because my brain just short-circuited. So, okay, I'll cut Hannah a tiny bit of slack. Maybe she got inspired by a Tuscan postcard and forgot to adjust for French reality. But unless Caravo has a magical greenhouse force field powered by fairy dust and wishful thinking, those roses are as fictional as this book's historical accuracy. And let's be real, we're not talking about a stray petal here, a whole wall covered in blooming roses. In a blizzard? I'm calling shenanigans. Let's paint the picture because this is too good to skip. Isabel's out there, teeth chattering, trudging through knee-deep snow. We've already established she's a snow biking legend, so she's clearly built different. And then bam, she hits this wall dripping with roses like it's peak June at a botanical garden. Are these roses made of ice? Are they enchanted? Did Caravo hire a wizard landscaper who's like, snow? No problem. I'll just sprinkle some magic rose seeds and call it a day? I'm picturing Isabel scaling this wall, thorns snagging her coat, petals fluttering down like some kind of romantic snowstorm. And she's just like, yep, totally normal winter activity. Meanwhile, in my dreams, I'm over here in Tuscany, where my roses barely survive a light frost without throwing a tantrum. These Caravo roses must be on steroids. Or maybe they're plastic. Maybe Isabel's climbing a fake wall from a movie set, and Hannah just forgot to tell us this is secretly a rom com. And speaking of Tuscany, let's compare notes. My winter roses, they're scrappy little survivors clinging to life on a good day. Caravo's roses, apparently thriving in sub zero temperatures, laughing in the face of snow, hail, and whatever else this book's throwing at them. Did Hannah think, oh, I'll just toss in some roses to make it pretty without Googling French winter? Or did she mean frozen rose bushes? You know, sad leafless sticks, and accidentally wrote rose covered instead? Either way, I'm obsessed with this. I want a spin off, The Secret Life of Caravo's Magic Roses. Are they hiding resistance messages in their petals? Are they secretly immortal? Are they just there to flex on the rest of us who can't keep a house plant alive? Here's the kicker. This isn't even the wildest weather thing in the book. We've got snow biking and climate chaos still to come. But these roses? They're the cherry on top of this seasonal madness Sunday. Unless Caravo's got a microclimate hotter than my Nana's kitchen in July, those blooms are pure fantasy. So, I'm throwing it out there. If you've got roses blooming in your backyard during a snowstorm, send me a picture. I need proof this isn't just Hannah's fever dream. Otherwise, I'm sticking with my theory. Caravo's a portal to Narnia, and those roses are Aslan's side hustle. Case closed. And don't get me started on the climate catastrophe, because if I do, we might be here all day, and I'll need a weatherproof bunker just to survive this rant. Hannah's imaginary French town, Carrivo, isn't just bending the rules of history. It's throwing the entire concept of weather into a blender and hitting puree. In the span of a few pages, like we're talking a quick flip from chapter 5 to 7, this place is experiencing all four seasons at once, plus a few bonus ones science hasn't named yet. We've got knee-deep snow piling up like it's auditioning for a Christmas movie, hail pelting down like tiny frozen golf balls, ice rain turning everything into a skating rink, sleet sneaking in just to be annoying. Hannah is a talented writer. Let's get that out there right off the bat, because I'm not here to throw the baby out with the bathwater. She's got skills, people. Her writing's really enjoyable. Like, I'll give her that. It sucks you in with all the drama and pretty words. But, and this is a big but so brace yourselves, even though I'm vibing with her prose, I can't unsee those glitches. You know, the little hiccups where reality takes a vacation and leaves us with snowbiking heroines and teleporting toddlers. Toddlers. So here's the deal. Hannah's talent is undeniable. She's got the chops to keep us reading, glitches or not. It's enjoyable. It's chaotic. It's like a binge-worthy Netflix series with a few episodes missing. I'm torn. I love the ride, but those hiccups make me want to shake her and go, Hannah, you're so good. Why the snow bikes? All right, fam, it's decision time. Hit that like button if your team Hannah's talented but wild, because let's be real, she's serving chaos with a side of genius. And I know you felt that roller coaster too. Smash it hard if you're still reeling from those snow bikes and ghost kids. We're in this together. Together. And if you're ready for more of my unfiltered book roasting opinions, subscribe right now. I've got hot takes, deep dives, and enough sarcasm to fill a library, and I'm spilling it all.